The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Elks and the Dreadnoughts, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the visiting team and our home team. Welcome, everyone, to the start of the NFL postseason. Kate Scott, Brock Heward here as these teams begin the journey toward the Super Bowl. And at this stage, Brock, it's a daunting task ahead to make it all the way. They need 3 straight wins against the best teams in the NFL, beginning with this one right here, right now.
Yeah, Kate, and I love the way you say that right there. You just lay out the journey. And I'll take...
Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wildcard Weekend. This return makes it up to the 25. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
Throwing on their first play. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 29. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play, and it'll give him a first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And that hit stuffs him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
On now is the punt team for the Dreadnoughts. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. Leading him out, someone in his first NFL season. Their rookie starter from Penn State.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Now looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll throw to begin this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and just 2 to go. Man in motion, headed right. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends in motion left. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Pass play coming here. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 1 yard on that play. Another good stop, and that forces 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Another carry for him. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Dreadnoughts take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
That one splits the uprights. the Dreadnoughts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense. And number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And he's brought down for a loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop.
The Elks lining up in punt formation. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They go play action here. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Setting up a throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 47. It is cut left side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. He'll throw it.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Brought in right side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. More from this one right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its stride. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a throw. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it sets up 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Throwing from the gun here. Flushed out of the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 41-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down after a short gain. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
3rd and 8.
Dropping back to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now this offense getting set to work here. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they face 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking for a throw here. That one's cut along the left sideline. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Steele. Takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5.
I know they but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Back now, pressure on its way. He's got it.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Elks start to fight back with their first points of this game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense headed back to the field. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Motion man left is Brown. 3rd down from the gun. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. That one's complete, right side. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At their 48-yard line.
From the 48. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And they'll have 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from San Antonio. It's the Dreadnoughts, lined up with a 2nd and 8. From the 42. Hits him on the in route. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Completes this one to Gray. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives them the first. From the red zone now. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He brings it in. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Back to throw now. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing a 4th down. So here he is, getting his 2nd field goal look of the half. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They take over on offense now pretty late in this first half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Following that incompletion, we see he's pretty shaken up after taking the hit on the throw. They're out to look at him now. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. First throw for the backup now. Look. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll run it here on 3rd down. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll give him a 1st down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Working quickly here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So we're to the half in this NFC Wildcard contest. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday. We'll get it back out to you two in just a minute. But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Some good work on that return, Brock. Gets this up to the 33. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Throwing from the gun. That's completed right side. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be a 1st down. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down, and they hear 2nd and 9. Looking to the air here. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He's dropping back to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Looking slant route complete. And he'll go down here at the 16. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Back to the well again. And they're struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Steele. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown. The Elks take the lead right away in half number 2. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop and will not be denied of a touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Elks take a 4-point lead.
14, Dreadnoughts 10.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense ready to get going again now. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. They've got first down from the 31. The tight end going in motion right. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this one is stopped after getting up past the 35. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 36. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's 4th down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Elks returning their offense and this running back to the field. And with where that punt stuck them, Brock, this is going to be tough to repeat the touchdown from their last drive. They'll run here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. The run after a negative run, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
They give it to him again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
Kate, I know you could see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. They get 13 on the pickup. And they're going to have a 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, they'll run. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 34. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. Their ball and they trail here, need to erase that deficit or their postseason is over. Third down, 1 yard to go. Receiver in motion, headed right. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the 18 on 2nd down. He's on the move. He'll try and run this. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. They're throwing it. He has the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Is to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dreadnoughts push their lead to 3. Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. He fields it from the 8. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hauled in left side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Oh, they're going option to the left side on second. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll run it from the gun. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Pass play now. It is caught left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Pass play on 1st and 10. That throw behind his intended target. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
A couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make a play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away. After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock the field goal through the uprights. And, of course, wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completes this one to Gray. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Slot man in motion left. Second and 10 now. Hits him on the in route. And they make the tackle at the 38. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. They put a receiver in motion right. To the air now on 1st and 10. Setting up the running back screen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Sending a receiver left. Back to throw it. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on. That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Finds a man right side. And this one does not go far. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Trying to set this up quick. Fits it through the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. The throw is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down.
And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. This is his biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Here he is to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, things work a little bit different, and we know that some folks have been confused by this. So both teams guaranteed one possession regardless of who wins the coin toss here. And if after those two drives we're still tied, then an entire season comes down to who can score first. It has been a heavyweight fight to begin these playoffs, and we're not done yet. The kick is away, and overtime has begun. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes their offense out again. And since it's the postseason, Brock, a touchdown won't win the game automatically, but it will put some serious pressure on their opponents getting the football next. First throw of overtime now. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
From the 40 on 2nd down. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it sets up first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Finds his man Gray. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that means third down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Hopkins. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll come up first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This throw is caught. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. All right, so they can't end the game with a touchdown, not in a postseason overtime, but a score sure would send a mountain of pressure across the field and set their defense. Touchdown! You can't win them the game right away, Brock. Not now in the postseason, but they have taken that pressure off of their shoulders and placed it squarely on the other sideline now with that score to begin overtime.
Oh, that's 100, Kate. You know as an offense, we can't come away empty. A field goal will be great, but a touchdown? Woo! A touchdown now infuses this place, infuses your defense, and gives them the opportunity to go in this game.
His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out runs their offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He wants a heater, go deep, middle of the field. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass play coming here. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The overtime rule changes in the playoffs gave him this chance to respond, Brock. And, man, here they go. Nice first to move things forward.
Yeah, playoff overtime, you get to see who has what it takes and who's more pretender than contender. We got one contender so far, and if they can keep this drive going, we may have two. You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an applause. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play, and it'll give him a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, That's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Has it at the 7. And in for the touchdown. That answer right there shows that this team, Brock, belongs in the postseason. Had to be a touchdown, and they got it with everything on the line.
And now, Kate, we'll see exactly what type of team they are, because their entire season hinged on what you just said, on that response of getting the touchdown. But now it hinges on this decision. Are you going to go for the tie, or are you going to go play for the win, baby?
That one splits the uprights. And the Elks bring it back to even. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Dreadnoughts are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Setting up a throw. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. And they'll have 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. To the air now on 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
It's complete to Hopkins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26, and that gives them the 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. The give now out of the shotgun. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Back-to-back carries here. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another carry for him. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Man, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Now we get a timeout just before the end of OT. And this is either going to set up the game winner or we're going to play on to another frame. So here they are, a chance to win this with a field goal. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. The kick is good, he got it! And they've taken back the lead. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason, Brock. Couple of deserving teams laying it all out there, and they were finally able to get the win and keep their playoffs going. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a well-earned win for the Dreadnoughts as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.